First thing you gotta know, bell pepper grows between 70 to 80 degrees, which is their best temperature to produce well. They need about 6 to 8 hours of sunlight. This is behind my greenhouse, but I do have a lot of sunlight that comes here. And you can see I have the smaller one that grown. You do not want to overwater bell peppers, especially if you're going to try to ripen them up. And bell peppers are best to leave on the vine to get ripe. Now, if you have multiple green pepper, I always suggest people to do a light pruning on the bottom. You could see I prune all the way up to the middle fork right here that is splits, and I have different branches going up with multiple pepper. Now, if you look between the main stem, and this is the main stem, and we have another branch right here, which is also called a side shoot or a suckers. Now, if you're coming out to fall time and the weather's gonna get really cold and you have a lot of pepper like this, you could remove some of these side shoots and basically cut off the top of the peppers. So to get your peppers to ripen up, you got to make sure, first thing of all, your peppers have to reach their full size. Your plant has to be rich in nutrition. So not because pepper plants are small or the peppers are small, it does not require a lot of fertilizer. It actually requires a lot of fertilizer, especially if you want your peppers to turn red, yellow, and the transformation takes a lot of energy. So the plant requires a lot of fertilizer. Not too much of water. Do not overwater your pepper plants. If you're about 70 to 80 degrees, you water every 2 to 3 days. That's all I do. I lightly water. You have to make sure you're pruning your pepper plant, increase the fertilizer, and remove some of the suckers or the side shoots. The pepper plant don't need all that side shoots. Every time it grows an extra side shoots, it take away the energy from all the rest of the peppers and focusing on that side shoots. If you have a long period of time of growing, you could leave a lot of side shoots, but it will take a long time for getting some peppers to turn ripe. Now, some people said that if you harvest a pepper, it does not turn ripe. Now, I did it before. I harvested some green peppers last fall and I left it by my countertop, and I left some by my window corner by the sun. I left it there between about, I would say about 1 to 2 weeks, and it did change color, by the way, on my countertop and on the window. But you gotta make sure once your peppers are full green, harvest, put it by your window where you get a good sun, leave it about 2 weeks, it will change color. Do not wash it or do not put it in the fridge. Just pick it like this and put it by your window counter. If you ever did this before or you're gonna try it, please comment below and let us know. Can you eat a green pepper like this? Why not? Absolutely. A green pepper like this, its flavor is strong. The flavor is strong, it's crunchy, it's crispy. If you go in the supermarket, you'll realize the green pepper is much cheaper. Red pepper and the yellow pepper are more expensive because the colors and the flavor, they're more sweet and they're more tasty actually than the green pepper. And as you could see, most bell peppers, they all started out green. And if you see your bell peppers are getting like black or purple, don't freak out. That's when it's first stage of changing color. So just leave it and it would automatically start changing the color. If you didn't add fertilizer for a while and you see your peppers are growing this size, start adding your fertilizer. You could add your fertilizer about every 2 weeks once you see your pepper plant is producing a lot of pepper. And the other thing, to increase your calcium or else you'll get blossom and rot from your pepper. Increase your calcium, you could add powder milk, regular milk, or garden lime, which is really good. And yes, you could add fertilizer and then come another couple days and add your calcium, extra calcium. It's fine, it's not a big deal, especially if you have a lot of peppers growing. I'm gonna come here and harvest all the green one because we're getting into fall weather right now, and I'm not gonna, instead of plant waste all energy on this, I'm just gonna let the plant focus more on here, growing these small ones so I could harvest them. Another thing too, when growing bell peppers, if it's the summertime and it's over 80 degrees, the humidity is really high, pepper plant will slow down their production. The plant will basically use more energy to stay alive and, you know, to beat the sun, surviving in the sun. So they're gonna put less energy in growing peppers or even ripen the peppers. Soon as the temperature drop in the 80s to like 70 to 80s, that's when you're gonna see the best production, faster production. Keep your soil, you know, healthy. Add fertilizer every couple of weeks and make sure the plant is healthy. Make sure you have enough airflow you have enough room. This will give you good production. All right, that was just me just tossing in some random tips on growing bell peppers. We're coming into some rainy, windy weather in Long Island, New York, so I'm keeping my finger crossed. Thank you so much for watching Green Tea Garden. If you're new, welcome to Green Tea Garden. We're all about growing a better home garden together. I'm in Long Island, New York, USA. For everyone who joined already and been watching me, I really appreciate everybody's watching and supporting, and I hope you have a great, wonderful weekend. And we got more videos coming up.